right? You call your Kate, yeah, you call your Kate, right? You teach your coach and you say hello and what you did today and all of this great stuff that happened that had nothing to do with building the business. And I remember hearing about Step D because we would get a bunch of Kates from people like, oh, got 3 numbers today, got 5 numbers today. Oh my gosh, Shane, I went out there and I was contacting all day. And I'm like, so what happened? Right? Like what happened? Like it felt like everybody was just busy. And what I started realizing is that a lot of us, myself included, we were trying to build our business. We were trying to be a CFC, but we weren't growing. Like we weren't personally developing. We weren't engaging, you know? And then when I really went on to think about it, I started learning that if you only learn to learn, you become a fool, right? If you just gain knowledge, just to gain knowledge, you're just going to become a fool. And you have to learn to apply. I think Scott was just talking about it, right? You want to learn to apply. And I learned that step B is really about building yourself and building your relationship with your coach. I think so many of us, and I fell into that trap where I thought I was poor, but I didn't realize that I wasn't truly like engaging, like I wasn't truly building my relationship with my coach. And I learned, and especially looking back on our journey, the stronger our relationship got with a Matt and Sandy, the stronger our business got. The closer we got with a Matt and Sandy, the bigger our business started getting. And I don't know if some of you guys can relate to that, but I just want to share with you a story because I read this. I said the number one thing another warrior wants is a warrior he can trust on his team. When we went diamond, Matt would see Shane and he'd be like, there's nobody like you, Shane. There's nobody like you, Shane. There's nobody like you. And Shane and I, we just kind of laugh, like, Matt, there's plenty of Shane and Joey's. There's plenty of Shanes, right? Like, we're looking for you guys out here. You know, there's plenty of you guys, I believe, right? And Matt was like, no, there's nobody like you. And then so after achieving this past year, Matt and Shane, they planned Matt and Shane's excellent adventures. They decided to go to Machu Picchu in Peru for 3 extra days coming out of, yeah, how's that, right? Time and money, choices and options. And so Matt and Shane went to Peru. We left them at Achievers. Long story short, they got stuck in Peru. I'm glad you guys laughed. I mean, there was a political uprising. The Peruvian citizens, or what, I don't know what they're called, the guys in Peru, they bombed the airport, so they were stuck. I mean, I kind of laughed too when Shane told me they were stuck in Peru. I laughed, you know, because Shane's such a big jokester, and he's like, "Yeah, we're stuck," and I started laughing. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" Long story short, they were there for another, I think, like 4 or 5 days, but they had a blast. Okay. I remember thinking, I'm like, if there's anybody in this whole entire planet that I would want my husband to be stuck with, it would be a Matt Saruda. Right? And so on the last day, Matt